Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for May, if you can believe it, 2021. No, 2022, just kidding. Let's see what is going on here. And if you watch me to know what day it is, don't, right? Because I never know what day it is. I never know what year it is. That's how it is. But anyway, Pisces. Let's see what is going on for you in the month of May. I'm not going to lie here, Pisces. Number one, I am getting the words, protect your belongings popping into my head. So what I would say to you is, like, what's popping into my head, again, take it how it resonates. I don't like to put these messages out there because I don't want anyone to attract it into their life. But what I have to deliver this. So what I would say is, like, I would make sure that if you're, don't like leave your laptop in your car in the back, in the back seat where someone can see it, right? I would say, I feel like I don't want you to be paranoid about this, like I said, but it did pop into my head. I have to say it. And I feel like it's one of those things where it's basically saying, don't tempt fate and have your car get broken into or your house get broken into or something like that. I would try to make sure to, limit your, I wouldn't be flashing money around, stuff like that, right? I don't think you have to be paranoid about it. It's just something I would think about. It was like one of those flashes at the beginning of the reading that I get sometimes. So, there you go. Moving on. You have this deep knowing card. So I feel like for the month of May, there's definitely, I feel like you're very intuitive for sure at this time, and I definitely feel you need to trust your intuition. I also feel like you're kind of gaining an understanding of like a new subject or something that you just don't know a lot about. That's what's popping into my head here. You have the Strength card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Fool. The Fool really tells me that you're starting a new journey. In the tarot, the Fool's journey is we go from the Fool to the world, and then we start over as the Fool again. So to me, this is like saying you're starting some sort of new journey or you're having a new beginning. I feel like you have very pure intentions. For whatever reason, I feel like this is very, very important for the, it's funny, you have the Knight of Wands here. I don't really feel like this is an adventure. It's more like an exploration of something. I know that those words are, kind of the same, but to me, it's two different things. It's like an adventure. You're, going on some sort of adventure. Definitely see travel here. So some of you could be traveling, but I don't really see this as an adventure. It's more of like it's kind of like you're learning the ins and outs of ins and outs. I can't get that. Why can't I get that right? The ins and the outs. Is that right? I don't know. It doesn't sound right in my head. You're learning the ins and the outs of something, right? And, but there's something about like no expectations here. Again, he has this white rose, right above my finger there. And that white rose kind of represents no expectations. I feel like you're in a much more go with the flow place. And I think Pisces is good at that. But sometimes I think we're not. I'm a Pisces. And sometimes I'm very rigid and strict and I want things to go my way. And so, sometimes I think we're not like this. But it's almost like you're allowing something, you're making the space and allowing for something into your life. I'm not quite sure what it is. We're going to clarify in this reading, by the way. But I'm not quite sure what it is yet. We're going to figure it out. You have the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to change your life. And I don't mean that to be clickbaity here, Pisces, but I literally feel whatever new thing it is that you are exploring, it's going to have some sort of life-changing consequence. And this is a positive consequence. This is going to be a good thing. I feel like it's something that really matches with your vibes as well. There's this snake on the side here. That snake represents your vibrations and the vibrations you give off. So I feel like some of you, it's like whatever you're doing, it kind of really matches with your vibe. You have the Strength card as well. I feel like you are conquering some kind of like some inner demons, some inner things that are going on. A lot of people get the Strength card right now and have been for like the past couple of months. And so I feel like a lot of people are doing a lot of just internal inner work. It kind of makes sense to me. We have all this energy in Aquarius still. Could be very internal. And, it's in that part of the sky. All that energy, a lot of that energy is going to be entering into Pisces. And, it kind of makes me think that a lot of Pisces are doing a lot of this internal kind of like reflecting. And I feel like it's going to make you stronger in general with the Strength card. Next, you have this family room card. I do feel like some of you could be thinking a lot about family or spending a lot of time with family. I want to see what the next card is as well. You have the courthouse. Some of you could be dealing with like a divorce or a separation here, or maybe you're trying to make some decisions about a divorce or a separation, and it could be involving family. For others, there could just be, again, like I said, I would be very careful of things being stolen, at this time, is what I'll say there. You have the Seven of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Swords here. Nine of Swords is like a never-ending nightmare. Again, some of you, I feel this is something you're trying to get away from. What I would say, the good news about your reading is you have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords represents law and order. So it does look like you are receiving some law and order in regards to a situation that you could be going through. So I wouldn't really worry about it, but I do feel that something needs to come to an end, like a cycle here. We see it right here, Pisces, Wheel of Fortune, the cycle, something that's repeating, a hamster wheel situation, Five of Swords, King of Swords. I kind of feel like this is a decision that needs to be made. And once you do it, you have this burst of magic card at the end. It's like once you make a decision to cut something out or to end something, could be legally, doesn't have to be. This could be, you have that courthouse card, but I'm kind of just taking it like justice. You could just be weighing your options, trying to make some decisions. Once you make a choice, boom, burst of magic, new beginning. Again, in this row, you have the Seven of Cups as well. It's crazy to me because everybody has been getting the Seven of Cups like crazy lately, even to the point where it's repeating in readings. I feel like there's a lot of fluff right now. Again, we have Neptune and Pisces. And again, I think for us Pisces, Neptune and Pisces is not easy. Neptune and Pisces is very murky, very muddy. General lack of clarity with Neptune and Pisces. And so we could be making decisions, but we could be overthinking these decisions. We are Pisces. Pisces are classic overthinkers, right? So I kind of feel like this is saying it would be you will make so much more progress if you just make a decision and move with it, see where it goes, than you would if you didn't, right? I think that's a problem with overthinking, is that you could be thinking about starting a business, for example. Instead of just getting started, you could be thinking about it, and that's causing you to not start, and then you come up with another idea, and you don't start that one. I feel like this is like saying, pick one thing, start it. If it doesn't work out, pick the next thing and start that, and start working that. At least you're making forward movement and progress. So I feel like that's what this is saying here with that Seven of Cups. At the end here, you have this burst of magic card. Again, very clearly, I feel like this comes in through making a decision or from separating away from something that no longer serves you with that Five of Swords. I feel like some of you are leaving something that you've been doing for a very long period of time. Could be a relationship. Could also just be like a business, a job. Could be anything. Whatever it is, it's going to lead to a lot of success. You have the Knight of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is an energy of kind of education and learning. It's also a card of family. It can be a card of marriage. So some of you could be experiencing a divorce. But in a lot of ways, it is a card of tradition. And it's also a card of like values as well. And that's kind of the word that I'm getting here. It's actually not so much a card of values. To me, the lovers, like outside of love, is a card of values, kind of the things that you value, the experiences, situations, love that you value, all those things. But I am getting the word values on this Hierophant for whatever reason. And I feel like you need to focus on your values. You have the King of Swords, which could be justice. Like I said, the King of Swords is law and order. So I do feel like things are being brought into balance. And you have the Knight of Wands here. Like I said, exploration is what's popping into my head for you here. It's like if you're exploring a new subject, it's, I kind of feel like you're kind of really going through it. It's like you're really exploring it. It's almost like I see something as a cave that you're going through, but you're like mapping out the entire cave system. You're not just like going straight to the end. Very interesting. It's like you're going into all the nooks and crannies of a situation. If that, I hope that makes sense. You're really diving deep into something here. Let's figure out what it is here, Pisces, and let's see what is going on for you. You have cards like wanting to pop out the Magician. Definitely a new beginning. So I feel like there's something new coming up here. With that Deep Knowing card, you have the Building Blocks card. Yeah, it's like you're kind of gaining an understanding. Exactly what I said. This is a card of understanding and gaining a new understanding of something. You're learning the structure of something. With the Strength card, you have the Queen of Cups. Kind of feel like this is just your energy. I feel like it's you needing to protect your emotions as well and needing to value your emotions. So definitely would be a good time for you to kind of focus on your happiness. With the Wheel of Fortune, And this is why I don't take pop outs, because to me, if a card's meant to come out, it'll come out. So there you go. The Magician. Magician is definitely a new beginning. And remember, it's no mistake that this says a burst of magic. And in the first part of the reading, I literally said this right here is going to cause the burst of magic. Magic right here, the Magician. There you go, Pisces. With the Fool, you have the Tower. It actually came up in reverse. I don't read reversals, and actually, as I've said to many other people, I don't like the Tower in reverse necessarily. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Because the Tower in reverse can say, and the whole point of the Tower is these people are being brought back down to earth. They're being grounded in reality. They've been ignoring reality for too long. So when it's in reverse, it could be avoiding a Tower moment, but it could also say you're ignoring reality. Again, I don't think it's always true, but I do feel like some of you could be kind of avoiding a Tower moment in a good way, which is nice. To avoid a Tower moment in a good way, it says that you are seeing reality and you're kind of grounding yourself, if that makes sense. With that family room card, you have this occupation card. I do feel like this could be talking about work, like your occupation. But with the Seven of Cups, I feel like it's saying do not ignore reality, Pisces. I feel that this is saying that you could be doing things like working too much or, doing other things that are allowing you to escape reality. And I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that, especially for us Pisces. I feel like we need to spend a lot of time in the dream world and in escaping. But at the same time, I feel like we need to balance it out and make sure that we're kind of like not ignoring reality. I get this sense of missing out on something, or I don't think we truly ever waste time, but maybe you will feel that way in the future. So I feel like there's a need to face things head on. Here you go. With the Seven of Cups, King of Wands. King of Wands knows that he's going to be very successful. He really puts his heart and soul into a project. So Seven of Cups, he doesn't worry about all the fluff. He just goes straight for his goal and he accomplishes it. Could also be love coming in for you. Could be a fire sign. With the Five of Swords, you have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, this whole situation is dead done over with, whatever this is. It looks like a hamster wheel to me. So I feel like whatever the hamster wheel that you've been on, whatever's been burning you out, whatever situation dominates a majority of your brain, your head, your time, all this other stuff, it's like that's coming to an end. With it, there you go. Death card. So, like I said, something's coming to an end. The sun is coming up between the two pillars on the moon. So, clearly, I feel there is a lot of happiness and there's just like good stuff coming in for you. But it's after a difficult period of time for sure. With that Burst of Magic card, you have this Tender Embrace card. Love it. This could be feeling loved in general. It is also a card of luck. So, I do feel like there is a lot of luck coming in for you with that card. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Ten of Wands. A lot of work. Like I said, to me, the Ten of Wands is a good card. It is a card of being exhausted, being burdened, but he's about to reach his home here, and he's about to put down his burdens. The burden that he is carrying represents a harvest. So, really, the Ten of Wands, he's about to have a harvest. It's not like he isn't earning something for the work that he has done here. So, I feel like you're going to be earning a reward. With the King of Swords, you have the Ten of Cups, Fortune after difficulty. I'm telling you right now, if there are any problems, I feel like there's going to be fortune after difficulty, happiness, abundance, good things coming in for you. That looks like Law and Order to me. Could also be love coming in for you, although I don't really see this as a love reading. I see this more as kind of like you understanding or gaining an understanding of something new. With the Hierophant, you have the World. I literally said we start as a Fool, we go to the World. You have from the Fool to the World, and it's like you're going to start over again. So I feel like this is also a new beginning reading for you Pisces, where this month of May could be some sort of new beginning, or you could be experiencing a new beginning here. Can we just get a final outcome? Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor. If you're looking for love, definitely could be like a Knight in Shining Armor coming in for you. Again, Knight of Cups, as I always say, is your dream life. He is imagining his dream life, everything that goes into that. He has to do the work to get it, but, really good card. You have the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. I feel like you shouldn't focus on this. Again, Five of Pentacles says do not call attention to your weaknesses. Five of Pentacles wants you to focus on your strengths, the things that you are good at. And that's exactly what the King of Wands would do. So if you're working on anything new, any new projects, businesses, it's like there could be some thoughts that pop up about reasons why you can't do something, but I would ignore those thoughts. Bottom row, you have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is a card of abundance, success, good things coming in for you. It's a card of excellence as well, and it's a card of getting a lot of attention. And you've been getting a lot of these cards with me, Pisces. I definitely feel that you should be doing as much as you possibly can to get attention, especially if you have a business, a career, a job, and you're trying to get a raise or a promotion, because, again, with all that energy in Aquarius, again, Aquarius is the star, all about getting attention, all about shining your inner light. And the more you can do that, the more positive attention you get, the more successful you're going to become. So I feel like that's what this reading is saying, but a very magical reading. It's like there's going to be some sort of ending, but I feel like it leads to that burst of magic, right? So this looks really good. Thank you for being here, Pisces. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.